Okay, so this is going to be a follow-up to the Dollar Tree and Michael's hauls that I filmed last night. Ethan is sitting here with me. So if you hear giggles, that is who it is. Now, I have my pizza pan, my cake pan, and my pie pan. Or maybe this is my cake pan and this is the pie pan. Either way, I have used my Waverly chalk paint in white. And this is 2 coats on the pizza pan. And now I'm going to have to flip them over and paint the other side, right, Ethan? With 2 coats. Because I want them very, very, very white. And I've also painted all 4 of the candlesticks. And they are not perfect, which makes them perfect. Because I don't want them to look perfect.
That's bad.
Why? No, I like them streaky. That's how I want them to look. It's not supposed to look perfection. Now I might go back and like put a little bit of paint over that. If there's any other spots, we'll get those filled in. Now here's my, these are the burner covers. So I used one of the large and 2 of the small ones. And I'm going to, this is the back, so this is where the picture was. That's just 1 coat. And I did do 2 coats on the no, that is 1 coat on the inside. That's 1 coat on that side and 1 coat on that side. Be right back? Okay. Now that is 2 coats. And I haven't painted this side yet. So that's around the outside. So that's 2 coats on the outside of this one. So I'm going to get back to painting. I let all of that dry overnight. And I'm going to go ahead and finish painting these with their final coats and let them dry. And I will be right back. Okay, so if you haven't guessed yet, I am going to be making a couple of 3-tiered trays. I've been wanting these ever since I got my new dining room furniture, and they're really expensive. So I figured, why don't I just make my own? That is what I'm attempting here. So the first one I'm going to make, well, what I have out now is my very hot, my high heat glue gun, and I'm going to be using the Fix-All adhesive from Super Glue. And I'm going to assemble them. So let's see how this turns out. So first thing I'm going to do is I have my pizza pan here on the bottom. And I did finish up painting everything the way I wanted it to be. Took a couple of coats to really cover everything the way I wanted it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, I'm trying to do this one-handed because I didn't get out my tripod or anything. Kind of in the middle of like cooking and doing all this other stuff. So, all right, so here we go. Let's put a little bit of the Fix-All around the edge of the candlestick. Okay. Okay, so I put a layer of the Fix-All adhesive around it, and I added some hot glue to it as well, just because the hot glue will make it set up quicker. And then I'm going to eyeball it and see if I can't find the middle of the tray. So that looks good. And push that in. And you can see where it's kind of, the glue is seeping out. But what you can do to cover that, if that's really bothering you, you can take your paintbrush and kind of skim over that after it dries. I wouldn't do it right now. I would let that dry overnight, and then if it really is bothering you, you can go back over that. And so for now, I'm calling that layer done. Now I'm going to take, my next layer is going to be my pie pan. So I'm going to take my Fix-All, and I'm going to run a little bit around the top of my candle holder. And it's totally fine if it seeps down into the inside. Now I'm going to take my pie pan. Oops, hold on. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue towards the inside, so maybe it will drip down into the inside when I connect them. But, you know, I think really with these trays, once you decorate them, you put your own element into them. Element. Ooh, hot glue, hot glue. Okay. You're not going to really see the drips and the imperfections. Okay. I'll be right back because I need 2 hands for this. Okay, so there's my second tier, y'all. Look. I think I did pretty good placing it. Yeah. That looks good to me. I'm really liking this so far. Okay, so now the final steps, we're just going to use another candle holder, glue that into the center, and the final step would be the final layer, which is the cake pan up on the top. So I'll be back in just a minute. And there is that candlestick in the center of the pie plate. And there again, you see some glue right there, but I will go back later once it's completely dry and just kind of paint around that and make it blend in. So let's put the final layer on. Ooh, I love it. Look, there's the top layer. And I will tell you this, the Fix-All adhesive does give you a little bit of workability. So this top layer I did not get centered the way I wanted it. So I was able to lift it up and put a little bit more hot glue on it and reposition it. So yes, guys, I love this. So I am going to embellish the edges. So the video is not quite finished yet, and I'm going to put together my other 3-tiered tray. I wanted to do both ways just to see which one I prefer, even though I'm going to use both of them in my decor. So stay tuned. Okay, so for this tray, we're pretty much going to follow the same process, only we're going to use the burner covers. And I'm going to use the large one on the bottom and a candlestick, and then a small one, then another candlestick, and then top it off with the other small one. And yeah, that one, you know, I'm gonna like that just as much, and I have an idea on how to embellish that one as well, so stay tuned. 1 tier done. Well, maybe 2 tiers if you count the bottom. 1 more to go. Whee! Okay, that's it. Whew. So both of the 3-tier trays are glued together, and like I said, I'm going to let them sit overnight for sure before I move them and before I take my paintbrush. Look, I got glue all over my hands. Ew. Before I take my paintbrush and kind of go over any of these glue splatters you see, just to kind of, yeah, go over them and blend them in. But yeah, they're together, guys. I really like them, but I have plans to embellish them, and that's going to be in my next video, and I will get that done tonight and put up for you. So stay tuned. And be kind to each other. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, give the video a thumbs up, share, and hit that subscribe button. Thanks.